Hey, 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 what's going on, good people? What is going on? I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. Hey, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode with Mindset Talks. And I am super excited because why? We got a superstar in the building. We got a superstar in the building. Come on, I want you all to meet Miss Valerie Calhoun. Give it up for Val. And then you know him. There he is, guys. You know him. The one and only Michael L. Parks, a.k.a. Pops, is in the building. Oh, man. So listen, how you doing, Val?
I'm doing good. I am doing good.
Well, you're looking great. You're looking great. Okay. Yeah. You're looking great. So we let's go back to the beginning. Because I was just sitting here thinking, like, how long have we been knowing Val? Like, okay, so just so y'all know, we all shout out to Woodstream Church. So we all go, we all attend the same church.
Yes, Woodstream in the house.
Robert Wingfield. So how long, Val? How long we been knowing each other? Do you know?
So Rochelle and Pops. So let's see. My mind goes back to Bod for God. Okay. But before Bod for God, you were doing an exercise class down in the basement.
That was 2010.
In the basement of the church. Yeah. I don't even think we had the Vineyard Cafe then, but we was down in the basement of the church. Yep. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. And I think that's when I met you. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I signed up for the exercise class.
Yep.
I said, this lady is crazy. Oh, lady is crazy. Got us on the floor. Got us running around up and down the steps. What in the world? Oh my goodness. But it was good. It was good.
I remember that. Man.
It was good. I clearly remember the one exercise that I just did not like doing was the planks. Oh my goodness. And Rochelle, you'd be like, not up there. Bring it on down. Bring it on down.
Bring that butt on down.
And hold it. Oh my goodness.
I'd be like, that's Pikes Peak. They got Pikes Peak going on. Bring it on down.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, it goes back to the exercise class. I can't even remember when you started that. And then from there,
that was 2010.
It was? Okay.
That was 2010, yeah. And then we started Bod for God in 2011.
Okay, yep, because I went right from there to the Bod for God. Mm-hmm. Got two Bod for God shirts.
That's right. That's right. So for those that are watching, Bod for God is a faith-based, biblical weight loss class. I'm gonna call it weight loss class. That Pops and I facilitated our church from 2011 until 2020, until COVID. Yeah. COVID.
Oh, really? Okay.
COVID. Okay. As a matter of fact, our last class we did, I think the last two classes we were virtual because of COVID.
Okay.
The last two sessions we were virtual because of COVID. So, because it kind of, the world kind of shut down, around April, April timeframe, and that's typically when we're finishing, that spring class, and then we normally would go right into Treasures of Healthy Living. Remember?
Okay. Yeah.
No. We would have one more round of Bod for God because we would go January to April to June, and then we would go Treasures. Am I saying that right, Pop? Anyway, it was something.
It came to an end around March, April timeframe.
Around April timeframe, and so we did the last two classes of virtual. But anyway, Val is always. First of all, always fun to be around. Val keeps me laughing. Always got some commentary like, "Cha, honey, ooh."
Loving it.
And then you came and trained with me at the studio for a while.
I did. Yes, I sure did. Yes.
You had mastered the plank. I think you had got up to doing the 2-minute plank, Val.
I was doing really good. I was. Yes, indeed. So wait a minute. So now look. So wait a minute. I got to get back to that now.
You got to get back to that.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Because and that was okay. It's all coming back to me. So God brought you there to prepare your body for what He knew you were about to go through.
Yes.
So we had Bod for God. So we're cleaning up the inside, right? And then you go into the personal training. getting physically strong, right? You already were mentally strong. You already had a woman of God, right? A prayer warrior. But he got the inside, and he worked on the outside because he knew you had a battle that you were about to go through.
Yep.
Can you speak to that for a second?
Yes, yes, yes. Didn't know that battle was going to be breast cancer. And so I retired in 2014, and I was working out with you then at the studio, working out and exercising and just, you know, feeling really good. And so in 2015, I went for my yearly mammogram, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so it was an aggressive breast cancer, stage 3. And so I was like, wow, I do not believe this is really, really happening in my life. Because I had some plans, you know, after I retired, of what I wanted to do.
Right.
You know, that wasn't the plan that God had. So he had something different. But nonetheless, after my diagnosis, I had to go through chemo and radiation. And so I am so thankful, Rochelle, for that path that God took me through with you, because it really helped to build up my body. I was taking the I guess I can say the Shackley vitamins.
Absolutely.
Okay. I was taking the Shackley vitamins.
Yeah.
And so and you know, and I had begun to see a change in my body. But anyway, so when I had the diagnosis, and then I had to go and get treatment, my doctor asked me to give him a listing of all the medication that I was taking, and vitamins included. And so I had to actually take my vitamins to the doctor so they could see what was in the vitamins.
That's right.
And so my oncologist, he read the box. I never forget, we were sitting in the office. And so he read the box, and he said, oh, okay. He said, oh, you can still take this. You know, you don't have to come off of this. He said, you can still take this. He said, I want you to take these vitamins. I was like, wow, okay.
That's right.
But yeah. And so I would say I praise God, because I know that through the program that I was working out with you, and what I had to go through, I know that my body was kept up and sustained. Those vitamins, oh my goodness, they gave me the energy and the strength that I needed, because chemo ain't no joke, okay? Ain't no joke, and I had to have 6 rounds of chemo, and it took a toll, but I wasn't down and out. And so, and I know that was due to me working on this body and putting those vitamins in my body. And then you coached me to tell me about what I needed to eat and what I shouldn't eat. And so that was a blessing as well. And so God just put all of that together in my life at that time for me to weather that storm.
That's right.
Praise God, I weathered that storm. And so I'm truly thankful. Yes, truly thankful. In fact, this year made 5 years for me, because after I did my chemo and my radiation, of course, I had to, you know, I was on some cancer medication, but this year made 5 years for me. And in June, I was off of the cancer medication.
Praise God.
And so God was still working, and I'm looking at y'all and watching y'all and running into people that y'all done helped and has been in the program. And I'm just like, and I talk with you, Rochelle, and I talk with Beverly, Lucas, and a couple other people. And so it was in my heart and in my mind. I said, you know, Lord was nudging me, you know, you need to get it together. But I will tell you this, and I don't know if I shared this with you, that what really, really, I should say, helped me to make that final decision. So I was trying to get some insurance, some life insurance, and this year, and I could not. The life insurance company denied me. And they said, for the simple reason, you know, they send out people to take, you know, your medical stuff, your blood and your urine and all of that at home. And so when they got the results back, and so they said, because of my history,
Yeah.
And I was on blood pressure medicine. I was on metformin. And so they said that they denied me. They would not insure me. And I said, what? I said, wow. I said, is my health that messed up that they will not even, give me an insurance policy? So I said, Lord, I really need to do something different. I need to get it together.
Yeah.
Because, I just don't, I want to take care of my body. And so that was another thing that helped me. And I said, I'm going to call Rochelle. I had started walking, but I knew I was not eating right. And so I had to change the way I ate. And so I said, I really need to reach out to Rochelle because you've always been there. And I've seen the results of the other programs, the Body of God, and the treasures of healthy living, the eating and all of that. And so much information that you have given of how to take care of your body. And what I went through in having cancer, and then how you coach me along with what to put in my body to keep this body going and to keep it healthy. And I said, I'm going to call my girl and I'm going to get in this program. And that's what I did.
That's what you did.
That's a good segue. That's a good segue because
that's what I did.
Because can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. I hear some crackling. I don't know where it's
coming
from.
Too. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna keep it moving.
It's a good segue because Val, so prior to getting into Sugar Ain't Sweet, I know you said the things that kind of gave you the nudge to actually move forward going into the Sugar Ain't Sweet program. But what was your situation like in terms of like why did you actually decide as far as from a health standpoint? Because I know we talked about the program is about blood sugar, essentially blood sugar management, if you will. But like, why did you decide to come? Like, how was your situation before Sugar Ain't Sweet, and why you decided to come?
So I was on blood pressure medicine and metformin. Been on it since 2010, and so but the thing was, nothing was changing. Nothing was changing. And so I didn't see my health really improving. And so I was actually tired of taking medication. I was taking it for what? So this is 21. So that's 11 years. Wow. 11 years that I've been on blood pressure medicine and the metformin. And so, and my numbers were really not good. I would go and get my A1C done, and my A1C was like, it would be 8 point something, and it was up there. And so I'm just like, well, dang, what is the medication doing?
Yeah.
And so I just knew that I had to make a change because I just was not feeling healthy as well. I really was not. And so when I saw this program, Sugar Ain't Sweet, I'm like, okay, I don't know what it's all about, but I'm going to look into it and see. But I saw the results of other people that had been through it. And I said, well, okay, hopefully and prayerfully it will work for me because I'm ready to make a change. Yes. And I talked with my husband. And so I said, I've got to do this for me. I got to make up my mind and do this for me. And I want a change. And that's what led me to Sugar Ain't Sweet. Yes.
So you said your A1C was 8.
Yeah. So my A1C, my A1C, let me see. So in January of this year, in January of this year, I went, I think my last one was it was either 8 or 7.
And what about the blood pressure? What was your blood pressure?
My blood pressure was always like 150. It was 150, 140. So the lowest it would be is maybe like 130 sometimes, but it ranged between 150 and 1 40, 48, something like that.
Yeah.
Always back and forth. Yeah, always back and forth.
Over what? So, what would the bottom number be, like 90? About 90?
Oh, 90. Yeah, 90. 85, 90, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get the people to get an idea where you were, because I know you talked about, we saw that your body responded very, very quickly for the most part when you got to the program. So you're coming in with A1C 8, 7, and 8s, which, you know, people who are in the diabetic world, they understand what those A1C numbers mean. And as you know, there's no secret that my A1C was 15.6. So anybody come in with an A1C below 15.6, I'm very encouraged.
Wow.
Wow. But your blood pressure and top number in the 150s, and then tell the people how long it took for your numbers to turn around, for your body to respond, and for your
Oh my goodness. When I started Sugar Ain't Sweet, so I started July, I think it was July the 19th. I started, that was that Monday. So I had a doctor's appointment on that Friday of the same week. I made the doctor's appointment and back some time ago, and I had a doctor's appointment. I had to go. I can't remember why I was going to the doctor, but anyway, nevertheless. So I started on a Monday. Friday, when I went to the doctor, you know, they always take your blood pressure and they take your do your weight.
Yeah.
Well, so Monday, I weighed in at, or either Monday or Sunday, because when I sent you all my information, I was like at 218, 220, something like that. By Friday, I had lost 9 pounds.
I remember that.
And so the lady was like, the nurse, she was like, oh, she said, you're losing weight? I said, yeah. I got on the scale. I couldn't believe it myself. Wow. You know, and so but they didn't do any blood work or, you know, no lab work. But she took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was like 125 or something like that. And so she said, wow. She said, your blood pressure, she said, your blood pressure has never been this low. So anyway, so I told her that I was on the program. And so she said, really? So she said, I said, yeah. So she said, well, you can be able to tell the doctor when the doctor comes in. So I shared it with the doctor. But he sat there and listened. He said, well, tell me about this program. So I told him about it, you know, the intermittent fasting. You know, we don't eat until 10 between the windows of 10 to 6. I was not on, you know, because I had diabetes, I was not on any fruit, you know, not putting any sugar or salt in the body. And he said, oh, okay. He says, well, you know what? He says, what I'm going to do, he says, what I want to do is I'm going to wait until after the program, which I ended in September. He said, you'll make your follow-up appointment with me. He said, because your numbers should be a lot better than they have been. Yeah. And so I said, okay, all right. He says, do you want me to write you a prescription for some more medications? I said, no. I said, because I'm not taking, I said, I don't take the metformin anymore. I don't take the losartan. He said, oh, so you stopped your medication. I said, I stopped my medication. So I stopped my medication on the 3rd day of the program, okay? You all didn't tell me to do that, but I did that myself. I said, I'm taking no more of this medicine. And so what happened, my blood pressure did rise a little bit. It gave me a scare. And then I think I called you and you reached out to the doctor, whatever. And the doctor said, just, you know, let it go through and see. But I think I moved too soon. And I did take a blood pressure pill that night. But after that 3rd day, I didn't take any more medication. And so the journal, I've kept the journal, still keeping a journal and a log, blood pressure, blood sugar, every day. And so I would write up at the top, no meds taken today. Hallelujah. And so the first week of the program, I stopped. Yeah. 3rd day, I didn't take no more medication. Haven't taken no more medication since. That was July. Wow. when I went back to the doctor, I just went back to the doctor recently and had my lab work done. And so my A1C was 6.0, 6.0. So I'm still working to get it down lower than that. Yeah. But I had gone from where it was 8, it's down to 6.0. And I'm just like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yes. Yes.
That is amazing, Val.
Yes.
And we tell people, because what we say, everybody is different and everybody is different. Like we have no idea like how your body will respond. Some people respond immediately, and then some people we got to keep punching. We say keep punching, you know, because everybody's different. We have people that, I mean, you were battling with 10 years. We have people that have been on 25, 30 years, you know. So it could take a minute, you know, to eat clean. And so, you know, to get those numbers where we want them to be. And then once we get in there, we say we got to fortify our position, you know, so we got to keep punching. I got to continue because it is a lifestyle.
It is. It is. So, believe you me, this has been a journey. I'm so grateful and thankful. My husband looks at me every day. He said, Val, you shrinking. Girl, you shrinking. You're shrinking. And so, you know, I have so much energy. So much energy. And that's what I feel is the difference, where, you know, I would have to stop and take a nap and go to sleep or whatever. I don't have to do that anymore. I mean, I can still take a nap, but I have energy. And so when I get up in the morning, I do my walking, and I've just got energy all throughout the day. And I just feel a difference. My body is different. I know it's different. Definitely.
Very good. Oh man, I love that. I love to hear that.
I'm excited.
That's music.
Excited.
And then it helped that your group, so you had another, you know, y'all had a great group, you know.
Oh my goodness.
And was very encouraging, very supportive of one another. Y'all were engaged, you know, and so y'all were fun. Y'all made it fun too. So that makes a difference when you're engaged in your group, you know.
I mean, shout out to you all. I mean, the group we had, it was awesome. And you know, just the accountability, you know, and so that first week, it was hard. It was not easy. It was hard. But you know, I just believe when you put your mind to it, you can do it. And so, along with the coaching that you all did, it was awesome. It was awesome. Pop is rough. He's a rough man. But we love him. We love him.
I thought I had a friend.
We love him to the end. But you know what? I was just so grateful, because I know the first week, because I'm a sugar person. And I've always had, like, you know, grab a candy bar or, you know, chocolate. I love chocolate or whatever. And so I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And so, because those cravings that you have, you know, after you eat, you know, you had those cravings come where you got to have something sweet. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Eating a salad every day, and I don't have no sugar. I mean, what in the world am I going to do? And so, and then you're living in the house with folks that, you know, they really change it, they eat. So, you know, I'm like, wow. But, you know, thank God my husband, he would go to another room if he ate something that, you know, what he wasn't supposed to eat. But anyway, but I made it. And so I'm just so grateful that I persevered, and it was not easy. But when you get over that first week, that hump, then you go on.
But here's the deal with people, what you realize, well, what you don't know, coming into the program, like, I'm like, okay, how you're feeling, you're basing it on how you are right now.
Right.
And so when I say you're making judgments off dead taste buds, like I said, but once you go through the program, your taste buds will change, right? And those things that you crave, you will no longer crave.
Yes.
You know? And so you'll know that when you're coming in, because you just think, I'm gonna be craving this, like, I'm gonna do this, but like,
exactly,
you know,
exactly. And even with the window of eating, 10 to 6, you know, and I'm just like, how are we gonna do that? Because, you know, after 6 o'clock, I mean, if I felt like I'm hungry, I go in the refrigerator, get me something to eat, fix me a sandwich or, you know, whatever. And I'm like, this is not gonna work for me. But it is amazing how your body, when that blood sugar gets right, your body, you're full. And I didn't even really want anything to eat. And I'm just like, okay. I had to go in and say, oh, I didn't eat nothing. And let me see what time it is. And so I was just amazed that I was not starving. I was not starving. Yeah. And so my point is, you know, I was just like, how the blood sugar regulates a lot of stuff in your body.
That's it.
And so, yeah, that was something amazing to me. Yeah. And no doctor has ever told me that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I witnessed that. And I've experienced that, and I'm still experiencing that through how I'm eating. Yes.
Yeah. That's why we say when you control your blood sugar, you control your whole life.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
You get that thing under control, everything just kind of auto corrects, you know?
Yep.
That's just how impactful it is, you know? People don't realize it. And so people walking around like, oh, I'm not diabetic, I'm not this, I'm not that, but they're still at the very least insulin resistant. You know, they still have those, like you said, after you eat, you're looking for something to snack on or whatever.
Yeah.
That sugar calling your name. You may not be diabetic, but you're on the road. Okay. It's like pre-diabetes up ahead, 20 miles.
Amen.
You know, it's on the road.
That's right. That's right. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you.
Ahead, boys.
Yeah.
So look, I gotta say, I know you was throwing some shade my way, Ms. Val, when you was talking about, you know, how I am with the people, right?
Yes.
But I know you had number of love for me. I really will honestly say I didn't necessarily have any issues with you in terms of like, because you're very coachable, and you're very teachable, you know, you were compliant, you know, so I didn't necessarily, you know, like sometimes people, they have a rough way to go because, you know, we're constantly saying, what's that on your plate? What's that on your plate? What's that on your plate? You know, why what time zone do you live in? Because, you know, the eating window closes at 6 and it has 8 here. And I'm like, what time zone you in? Just to make sure. We never had to really do anything like that. You know, it seems like everything we recommend, you basically just say, okay. So I'm just curious. What was your biggest challenge? Because you were so compliant, you know, you were so coachable. What was your biggest challenge?
So I think my biggest challenge was the commitment to stay within that window of time, that window of eating time. That to me was a challenge for me because simply as I said, you know, hey, I'm used to just eating whenever. Okay. And so knowing that, so when I get up in the morning, I, you know, would have some breakfast or something like that before 10 o'clock, but knowing that, hey, 10 o'clock, I can't eat anything until 10. And then up until 6 o'clock, that was trying to balance that. That was the biggest challenge for me. But I will say this, I wanted this so badly. I wanted a change so badly. That's why you didn't have no trouble with me, because I said, I'm going to commit. I made up my mind that I'm going to commit and do this program and take advantage of this sugar ain't sweet. And I'm like, because it's got to be, it's got to be doable. It's got to be doable for me.
Yeah.
And so I was committed. When I came in, I was committed and I wanted to change because I wanted to get off my medication and I wanted to be healthy. And so, boom, I went to it with, you know, I jumped right into it and that was it. And I said, I'm all in, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You know, so my cousin and I, Evelyn, so we went in together. And so the salad dressing, the Newman's salad dressing. So I think I've been using that before even the program, because I think you had told us about it back some time ago in a class or something or another. So that was not new to me. That was not new to me. It was new to her. And so when we would get together, she'd be like, that dressing, that salad dressing, I cannot. I said, well, I mean, I like ranch, but okay, they're saying the program, you gotta have Newman's, this oil and vinegar, and that's it. Then we got to do it. And so her and I would go back and forth about that salad dressing. And I wasn't the only one, because I know when y'all were coaching us, I see other people would like, well, can I use this? Can I use that? So I see what y'all were up against, but that wasn't a challenge for me, because I've been using that for a long time. But my biggest challenge was that window of eating. That was the biggest challenge for me. But yeah,
good. So as far as
but now I just hey, I'm still doing that now. I still eat 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I cut it off. 6 o'clock, I cut it off. And so, yeah, and there have been some times where I've been out and I may have eaten a little bit afterwards, but the goal is always cut it off at 6 o'clock. Yeah.
That's good stuff, Val. How well did you do with variety? Because there's a lot of people that complain about variety. And we always say, like, people don't really have an issue with variety, because prior to the program, they would come in and they might have, every day they might have a latte, or every day they might have a sweet tea, or every day they might have a chicken sandwich from somewhere, or every day they might have cookies. That's not variety. They're always having the same thing all the time. But it just so happens that when you come to the program and they say, well, I want to eat something different, like did you have any issue with variety, or were you cool with eating pretty much the same thing or same kinds of things on a regular basis?
Well, I'm a type of person where, I'm basic and I don't tend to change up too much. But I will say this, with the program, what I really loved about the program was being introduced to the variety of vegetables that we had. I mean, I told Evelyn, I told my husband, I said, ooh, it's like I'm having a love affair with these vegetables. I mean, there were so many, looking at other people's plates, as people put up their food, or how they fix their salad, that helped to give me some ideas. Rochelle, you had told me some time ago about, now, of course, this wasn't for the sugar and sweet, but about slicing an apple in your salad. Okay. I'd never done that. Okay. And back some time ago, and I ate it like that. And I was just like, wow, it was really good. But the avocado in the salad, oh my goodness. So I don't eat avocados, but I didn't eat avocados, but now I do. I have incorporated that in my diet. Very good.
Very good. Yes.
So it really, I was excited about the variety and learning about more vegetables, and, just having, looking at other people's plates.
Yeah.
Seeing how they fix this, that, or the other. That helped me as well, because it helped me to take me out of, having to do a salad, just eating like, the greens and the tomatoes and the cucumbers. That would be the three things I put in a salad. But, incorporating the onions in the salad, and the avocado in the salad, and the bell peppers, and the broccoli, and the cauliflower, and all of that. Yeah. Yeah. It was good.
That
definitely
makes
good.
All the difference.
Definitely good. Yes.
So speaking of, I'm gonna do just a quick segue for a second. Did you get my cookbook?
I ain't got your cookbook yet. No.
You don't know about the cookbook, Val?
I saw it online, but I'm gonna get it.
Okay, and the only reason I asked is because
I haven't gotten it yet. No,
because I have my recipe for my salad in the cookbook.
Oh, for real? Okay. Yeah.
Like when I make my big salads, right? I have it in the cookbook, because people always want to know what do you have in there, and so It's in the cookbook.
Okay.
And so my salads are fire. I mean,
amen. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna get it. I am definitely gonna get it. Yes, definitely.
It is good. It is good. I know Pops always, anytime I make him a salad, he'd be like, "Man, I don't know why. No, why? Who wouldn't like this? Like, who would not like this? You know, it's filling. It's very filling."
Yes, I said I was going to get one for my mom because she is a salad lover. My mom loves salads. So yeah, I'm going to, but definitely, I'm going to get it.
Yeah. We got some good recipes in there. Good recipes.
Right now. All right. Yes.
Man. So, okay. So where do you still go to the FedEx and walk?
Oh yeah. I do. Definitely, I do. Yes, and so and I walk around my neighborhood. So the days that I don't walk at FedEx, and Evelyn and I still walk together. The days that I don't walk there, I'll walk in my neighborhood. And so I would, it's amazing because from where I live, there's a Aldi's near me, and so I normally would get in the car and go up to Aldi's. But I walk up to Aldi's now.
Look at that.
I walk up to Aldi's now, and I'm just like, wow. So it's part of my regimen in my walking. I walk up to Aldi's now. And so I'm like, wow, it seems so far, and I just hop in the car and come up here, but it's really not that far. And so, that's part of my regimen. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I'm still walking. Yes. Still walking.
So you were saying you walked up to Aldi's. So how far is it approximately? Do you know?
It's I don't know. Maybe about.
If you drove to it, how long would it normally take you?
Oh, it take me about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, about 5 minutes. Yeah, about 5 minutes. So it's not that far, but that So I walk further than that. But the point I'm saying is because I would just hop in the car and go. Now I see, hey, I can walk up to Aldi's. I don't have to get in the car and go, and get my little shopping cart, like when the little old ladies get my little shopping cart, put my bags in there, and bring it on home.
Wow, that's good, Val. That's a new life. You know what I mean? That's new as we're maturing in age. And a lot of times people start doing less, but in your case, you're doing more.
Yes, definitely.
Doing more, and so I like that because so many people have this mindset where they think, oh, as you get older, you're supposed to be on medication, you're supposed to be in pain. You're not supposed to be as active. You're not, and so you're changing the game. You're saying, no, I'm getting older, but I'm doing more at this age than I did 5 years ago. 10 years ago.
Yes,
with no medication. So
no medication. That's what I'm so excited about. I did not have to pack medication in my suitcase. Hello. I had no medication. Oh my goodness, and it just feels so good to get up in the morning, and I don't have to, go to my medicine cabinet or my dresser and say, okay, did I take my meds today? No,
that's a serious praise report.
Don't have no meds to take. And so for me, I'm excited about that because I've been doing that for the last 11 years, having to take my medication, call in to get the refill, and all that. Don't do that no more. No, don't do that no more. No, I'm really excited about that. Yes, I'm loving it. Yes. And so the last time, what did I say, when I went to the doctor and so he asked me about, the refill prescriptions. And so I told him, I said, no, so, and you should have in your report, I'm not on that anymore. I'm not taking, so you can take that out. You can take the Losartan out. You can take the metformin out. And so, I'm not on that. I said, the only thing I'm taking now are vitamins. And so he said, good.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes,
Very good. So in 45 days,
I'm truly excited.
I want to make sure everybody hears this. In 45 days, you have gotten rid of diabetes medication, high blood pressure medication. How much weight did you lose, Val?
I lost 35 pounds.
Lost 35 pounds. Okay.
Yes.
Listen, in
I'm at
45 days though. In 45
days. And I'm at 180 pounds right now, and still going down. Yes. In fact, so while we were down here, I told my husband, I said, well, I really need to buy some clothes. I said, because look, I can't wear anything. I had like 5 bags of clothing that I went in my closet.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my goodness, stuff was just falling off. And he was like, no, that don't look right. You need to get rid of that. That don't look right. The shoulders, they down here and they're supposed to be up there, whatever. And so, so it's really, really exciting, I must say. Yeah. It's exciting. Yeah, so I have, we went, so we're going to do some shopping while I'm down here so that I can add some new clothes to the wardrobe, because I don't have anything to wear. I totally, literally do not have any dresses to wear at all. I totally do not have any dresses. So I said, we're dressing down at church now, but at least, I still need to put some dresses in my wardrobe a little bit. So I'm gonna do some shopping down here while I'm down here. Yeah, but I'm excited about that. Yep.
That is good.
That's good.
Yeah. Yep. So it's great. It is great. I'm excited. My kids are excited, and they're like, Mom. And so and I just want to be an example. I said, Lord, I have to work on myself. You can't make anybody do anything. You have to do what's good for you. And so, and that's what I've done, looking at myself. I said, Lord, but, I just want to be an example to, help my children, and even with, the way they eat, and, changing their eating habits. Mm-hmm. And so, I don't say anything, but, I'm just living it now, it. And so hopefully, and they see the difference. Yeah, they see the difference. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even with, I noticed at Thanksgiving, so we went out to eat at relatives' houses. And so my portions were very, very small. And so the whole thing is, and that was intentional, intentional, I ate a little bit of this, I ate a little bit of that, and it was good. It was just good. Wherein at one time, I would put so much on my plate and wouldn't even think about it. But now I think about what I'm putting on my plate, and so it's all good. Definitely all good. Yes.
Oh boy, I tell you, it's definitely a mindset shift.
It is.
Especially, we just coming off of Thanksgiving. We're in the holiday season, so it's a lot of parties, a lot of holiday parties. Since we're still in COVID, it's probably not as many as it used to be.
Right. You still have some. Right.
Still a lot of festivities, a lot of desserts, a lot of
yes.
Just being honest, people out there drinking a lot. There's a lot of alcohol being drank, which is
exactly
sugar, and so people are gonna really need them. They need it now, but they're gonna really need it going into January. They're gonna be looking for answers in January. Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking from Thanksgiving until I would just say January 2nd and 3rd, people probably put on 10 to 15 pounds.
Every bit of it. I do it.
Yeah. Just during that time frame. So and they're gonna be looking for help. And so guys, if you fall in that category, if anybody's out there like I need help right now, like what can I do? How can I get off medication? Like what? Listen, we have a complimentary masterclass every Tuesday night, okay, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you see the little ticker scrolling across the bottom screen there, take a screenshot of that, plug it in your browser, and go in and register for the masterclass. It's every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's complimentary, but we kind of talk about basically why we feel the way we feel, like why you're sick. You understand, and give you some give you some understanding and really some practical tools that you can learn right from the masterclass, right?
Yeah.
But that you have an opportunity to get on, make an appointment with me, and we talk about getting you enrolled in the course, the Sugar Ain't Sweet course. And so since May of last year, Val, when we started, I know close to 400 people have come through the program.
Wow. 400?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So a lot of people have come through, praise God. And I said, God is no respecter of persons. If he's done it for all those people,
that's
if
right.
he's done it for Val,
it works. This thing works.
Yeah.
It's real and it works. I'm serious. I'm just so excited about my blood sugar. It's just amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing. I said, Lord, I've taken that medication for 11 years. And now, you know, I'm not taking any medication. And my body, the way I feel and the way it, you know, it has responded to the food that I eat, and just, you know, and just walking. Now, you know, look, I told you I got to work up to the planks, right? Got to work up to the planks or hit the floor. But just walking, you know, just walking every day, what that would do. Amazed me. It has amazed me.
Amazing.
Yes. Drinking plenty of water. Drinking plenty of water. Yes, it is.
We are excited. We're honored.
Oh my goodness, you guys! I love you guys. I love you guys, and the passion that you all have to help people to be healthy. You know, to be healthy. And as you put the emphasis on, it's not about losing weight, but it's about your body being healthy. You know, and because anybody could lose weight, or, you know, and you could lose weight, and some people do good of keeping it off, and some people don't. But the thing is, are you healthy? What are you putting in your body? And that's what makes the difference. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. But, you know, this was God's will. Everything, I believe, has been in order, because what we're doing now is not that much different from what we did in Bar for God. We're not eating that much different from how we ate in Treasures of Healthy Living. You know, we still talk about the 3 principles. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And Bar for God, I was telling people, this is not about weight loss. We focus on getting healthy, and we allow weight loss to be a byproduct of that.
That's right.
I said that in Bar for God almost every week.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Everything's still in order.
That's right.
We're still along that same path. You know?
And it is. It is. Yes.
Same thing.
Yes.
So
yes.
Praise God.
Valuable information. And that's what I'm excited about, and what you all share, and how we have been empowered in this program, because, you know, after the program, so you know, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you don't have your coach there, you know, you don't have the people calling you or that you're reaching out to. So, you know, that accountability, you have had to build up yourself and be committed to doing what is right for you. And so I'm just grateful and thankful all the information that I have. And so I'm able to use it and to glorify God with my body, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
very good.
Let me ride a coat just for a second. I know we're wrapping up. But, you know, Val, you really touched upon something that's very important. And I think it's sometimes lost on all of us, because, like, getting off medication, it seems like it's like a very, very difficult thing to do. And I think a lot of the difficulty in getting off the medication is also in the mind, because of the information that's out there, where it paints the picture that it's a death sentence, particularly as it relates to, you know, being considered a type 2 diabetic. And so the doctor told me that I was going to be on medication for the rest of my life. And I'm sure a lot of people think that when they're diagnosed with diabetes, because of what they've seen and what they're exposed to, that the people around them, they're on the medication on and on, year after year after year. So why would it be any different for you or for me? And so it just so happened that even though that was a bad situation I was in April of 2020, I just didn't feel like I was going to be one of those people that was going to be for the rest of my life. And the fact that I believed it, I think I believed it is the thing.
Yes.
Not necessarily that it was actually going to happen, because there's no way for me to know at the time that it was actually going to happen. You know, I'm shooting myself 4 times a day with a needle and with insulin. You know, and a week prior I wasn't taking any medication. So in my mind, I believed it that I didn't have to be that person. And you were on taking medication for 10 or 11 years. So what was it in your head that would cause you to think that you were going to not be on medication? What history? There's nothing that you could hang your hat on to think.
Exactly.
And then because of the relationship that we have, you know us personally, you've been over our house. Yeah. So you know when we go to church.
Exactly.
So if we're telling you that I got off medication in 8 days after shooting myself 4 times a day with insulin and on metformin, taking metformin a day, I know you believed us. Because why would we tell you anything differently?
That's right.
And I think the belief that I had, and of course, the support from Rochelle, because I know Dr. Dede, she always asked me about Rochelle's influence. Now, her influence cannot be understated. It's like no way I can even quantify it, because, but what it comes down to is she's been doing what she's been doing for a long time. I've been married to her for over 27 years. That wasn't enough to keep me out of the hospital. Okay. So the reason I'm saying this is because the people who are listening right now don't take anything from what I'm saying right now, I want you to take this, that God is no respecter of persons.
That's it.
And what he will do for one person, he can do for you.
Yeah.
And so it took me 8 days to get off. It took you 10 years to get off. It takes other people, we working with somebody right now, 26 years. She's done. 26 years diabetic. We had another person, 30 years, over 30 years blood pressure, done in 28 days. So it's got to be people thinking like, that can be me.
That's right.
Forget about what you know right now.
That's right.
So the thing is, it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
And so I just want people to know it's possible.
Yeah.
And Pops, when I saw you in church, I was just like, who is that? Oh my goodness, who is that? Oh my goodness. Wow. I really did not even recognize you. I did not. So when you come down to do the offering, take up the offering plate or whatever, I saw you walk down the aisle past me. And I looked, I said, is that Pops? What? Wait a minute now. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Yes. So you
about to start some gossip in the church. Look who Rochelle with.
Oh my goodness, y'all crazy. Oh my goodness, I tell you.
But that was an actual testimony from somebody who joined the program. I'm gonna say we're gonna get out of here. Somebody who joined the program. She said she saw somebody. She saw a friend of. Let me see. How can I say it? She saw friends at a cookout, right? Well, she thought she saw the husband. She said now, and they were at mutual friends' houses. She saw the husband, but the husband she thought was with another woman. And she said, I know he didn't bring this other woman.
Another woman out there.
All of us know we know his wife. I know she did. But it was his wife, but she had lost so much weight. She didn't recognize
it. See? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I know he did. She said, I was about to go off. She said, and when she walked over, she said she saw because the lady had on glasses, right? Because I think she allergies or something. She had on glasses. Okay. And she saw her lift up her glass. She was like, and it was her. He said, girl, she walked over and told, girl, I was about to go off on your husband. She said, I know he didn't bring another woman up in here.
I know that's right. I know.
Oh, man, that was so funny.
I tell you, it's real. It is real. Yeah.
But you're not the only one. Many people have come to me at church. When we first came back, somebody came over and said, hey, Rochelle, how you doing? I said, I'm good. And the girls were with me. And so before she left, she said, well, tell Pops I said hello. And Pops was standing right next to her. His back was turned. his back was turned. He was talking to somebody. I was like,
telling you.
I said, he right there. She said, right where? I said, that's it. She said, no, it ain't. I said, I just turned around. And,
I know. That was me.
I said hello.
Yep. I had to do a double take. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It is real. I tell you. Yes. Y'all keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I'm excited. And, you know, people's lives are being changed as a result. And I'm thankful that I'm experiencing it on, you know, had an opportunity to experience it and still experiencing it and changing my life. Yeah. So it's been a blessing, truly a blessing.
Well, you are a blessing to us. You've always been there, always been very supportive. Like a big sister. You ain't enough to be my mama. You're like a big sister to me.
All right, now I said you ain't gonna say big sister no more. I ain't no big sister.
Your older sister. Right?
There you go. There you go.
Older sister.
There you go. That's good. I'll take that. Sister. I'll take that. That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
So,
no big sister.
No big sister. No big sister. Yeah. So it's an honor for me.
I love you guys.
To be able to help you in this way.
Amen.
Because I know how much you mean to both of us, our entire family. I mean, anytime we say we have something, we can bet on the Calhouns being here. You know, just very supportive of the Parks family, and so to be able to help you out in this way means a lot to both of us.
Thank you so much. Love you guys so much.
Love you too. So that is all, guys. Again, look at that picture. Do a screenshot, okay? Put it in your browser. Go ahead and register for our next masterclass. It's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, be there, okay, guys? Be there. And also get your cookbook, okay? Get your cookbook.
All right, man.
Rochelle T.
And I gotta get that. That's what I gotta get. So I haven't ordered the T-shirt yet, so I gotta get that too.
Ain't sweet. Go to my website, RochelleTParks.com. You can click on the About, and you'll see the Health Motivator store, the little drop-down menu, Health Motivator store, Val. So just go to my website, RochelleTParks.com, and you can get that. The cookbook is all over social media. Some people probably getting the emails. It's out there. So
cool.
It's great. So that is it, guys. We're gonna get out of here. I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator, and guess what, guys? Guess what? Whether you like it or not, I really don't care, okay? I can, I will, and I must continue to walk alongside you and help you to achieve optimal health. And we are out. Peace. Hey, what's going on, good people? What is going on? Hey, listen, wasn't that episode of Mindset Talks phenomenal? Absolutely it was, guys. Listen, if you're interested in finding out how you too can get those type of results, then I need you to attend my next masterclass, guys. It's complimentary, okay? So click the link. Like, stop playing with it. Click the link right now, and I'll see you on the next masterclass. Let's go.